Alrighty, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Wrestling Otaku back here on the one and only Wrestling Otaku channel, your personification of excellence on YouTube and YWC, and with the best reviews wrestling. And I'm back here. It is Monday, October 21st, 2024. So I'm not even going to beat around the bush here. Let's just get right into it. I need to make this video here. So I'm going to address, once again, directly, and I know at some point you're going to see this fucking video, I'm going to be directly addressing JD from NY206. I made a short video about him a couple of days ago, tagged him in a post so he can see it. Now I'm making another video. And you should know where this is going. So JD, you watching this video right now, I'm going to tell you something right now, bro. You're some kind of fucking piece of work, ain't you? You are some kind of piece of work. You have really let all this fame of yours go to your fucking head, haven't you? You've really let all this shit swell up and inflate that fucking ego to such a degree that you think you could do and say whatever the fuck you want. So now we're going and attacking fans now? We're calling fans stupid and shit? So what the fuck is your deal? And it's like, I've called you out for stuff like this before. I've called you out for this hypocrite, double standard bullshit before. I've called you out for your contradictory statements before. So for anybody that doesn't know what I'm talking about, you should have heard the story by now. So JD and Tony Khan got into a little bit of back and forth on X a few days ago. It's the talk of the fucking community. I mean, it'll be hard to not see it. It's all over the place. There are even fucking reports about it. Tony Khan replies to podcaster for calling fans stupid. I saw the headline. So basically, the gist of it was, JD from NY was having a back and forth with somebody, some random on X. I don't know who it was. I don't know what the context was. And basically, I guess it had something to do with AEW. So the guy basically says, we support Daniel Garcia, or something to that effect. JD replies, no you don't. You're just too stupid to understand what's going on, or something like that. So then Tony Khan himself, his actual X account, his actual Twitter account, replied to JD. And, Tony Khan has been, he's fairly active on social media, on X, which is, I mean, it's not every day you see freaking people who are, elite, people who are, owners of promotions and shit be as active on social media as Tony Khan is. I mean, he's fairly active. He's replied to people in the past, in wrestling. But he replied to JD here. And he basically called him out for calling a fan stupid. He said, why are you calling this guy stupid? He's a fan. He has a right to think what he wants. And JD does his usual fucking shtick of going back. He and fucking Tony Khan went back and forth here. And JD basically replied to TK when he called him out for calling the fans stupid. He said, JD pretty much said, well, I can say what I want because it's subjective. Really now? It's subjective, huh? So let me get this straight here. Let me try and understand this, JD. Let me try and understand this from your point of view. It's subjective, right? Pro wrestling is subjective. Oh, opinions are subjective, right? So it's not objective for that fan that you were just calling stupid to think that Daniel Garcia is, that their support of Daniel Garcia, or they want to support Daniel Garcia? Are they not subjective in thinking that? Are they not allowed to be a fan of Daniel Garcia? Are they not allowed to support Daniel Garcia or anybody in AEW without somebody like you calling them stupid? Is that what we're really doing? So let me get this straight. It's okay for you to be subjective. It's okay for you to have a wrestling opinion and be subjective in this, that, and the third. It's okay for you to have your opinion in this, that, and the third. But if somebody else is subjective when it comes to your opinion, or if somebody else is subjective when it comes to AEW or Daniel Garcia, anybody else, then that's not okay. They're not allowed to. They have to be subjected to people like you calling them stupid and calling them this and calling them that for just being a fan of something that you don't like, that you still cover for some fucking reason. So that's what we're doing, huh? Oh, the rules apply to thee, but they don't apply to me, right, JD? Is that what we're fucking doing? Dude, you are fucking full of it. You are fucking full of shit. And I've called you out for shit like this before, in the past, and you never want to respond to me. Because I make you look fucking dumb. Now, you've mentioned me a few times here and there. You've referenced me a few times. I know that. But you've never directly responded to anything that I've had to say about you. And rightfully so, because you know that if you do reply to me, I'm going to put you in your fucking place. I'm going to humble you. And I know for a fact you're not going to reply to me here. But by all means, if you want to, by all means, I implore you to reply to anything I'm saying here. I implore you to try and counter anything I'm saying here. But yeah, so it's okay for you to be subjective, but it's not okay for other people to be subjective. That's basically what you're saying here. And then you had this little back and forth. Oh well, you didn't have a problem with me when I was giving you praise, back in 2019, 2020, blah blah blah, referring to when he was actually supporting the promotion. And then within the last 2 years, it's changed. Yeah, it has changed. So you changed your tune pretty quick, huh, JD? That isn't a double standard. It's like that isn't suspect as hell. You just snap your fingers, just change your opinion like that, huh? And I know exactly why you did it. I know exactly why. I can pinpoint it. It was 2 years ago. Last I checked. It was 2 years ago when a certain incident happened where Jade Cargill and the AEW Women's Division basically punked you out. They basically roasted you. They burned you on social media, didn't they? You remember that situation? When Jade Cargill had that match with Marina Shafir at the time. This was when Jade Cargill was in AEW. She was the TBS champion. And they were advertised for a match. And you basically said whatever. And as a result, Jade Cargill went to social media and basically burned the fuck. They basically roasted the hell out of you. And you had Britt Baker, you had all these other women's talents come out and basically do the same. And you're still ass hurt about that to this day. And ever since then, you've been basically boasting this anti-AEW agenda. It's like ever since that moment, you've been writing this anti-AEW fucking narrative. And I know exactly why you're doing it. And I'm telling you right now, it's fucking petty. It really is. You can try and deny that. You can try and spin it any way you want. But you know that's what it fucking is. You're still ass hurt about what happened 2 years ago when you got buried by the AEW women's locker room. But for you to sit here and do the shit that you're doing now, you want to sit here and call fans stupid? You want to sit here and pick fights with guys like Dax Harwood on social media? Dax Harwood, and here's the thing about Dax Harwood. Dax Harwood's basically been calling you out. Dax Harwood's been punking you out. And you got your dumbass fucking followers all up in his comment section, all up in his replies, talking about, well, JD makes more money than you. Nigga, are you fucking high? Bitch, please, get the fuck out of here. JD makes more money than Dax Harwood? Get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Are you people serious? I guarantee you, Dax Harwood could probably tell you himself. Dax Harwood probably makes more in one contract year than JD's made in his entire fucking life, his entire fucking career. Get the fuck out of my face with that bullshit. Fuck out of my face with that shit. You people are fucking tripped. But then again, this is the same fan base that basically thought that I was a WWE supporter when I first called out JD back in 2019, 2020. They assumed that I was a fucking WWE supporter. Well, I was the furthest thing from it. But that's how fucking gullible and fucking dumb these people are. That's how brain dead your fucking community is, JD. I'm just going to call it like it is. Because, after all, look who's leading them. You want to sit here and pick fights with Dax Harwood? You want to pick fights with Tony Khan? And then you got these other jackasses, these other jackoffs on X sitting there talking about, well fucking JD clowned Tony Khan. Oh, JD owned Tony Khan. Get the fuck out of here with that, too. Because the same motherfuckers who are saying that are the same fucking assholes who were clowning JD himself not even a year ago. These same people were clowning him. Same people talking nonstop shit about the guy. Now all of a sudden you're all on his dick because he's going against AEW and going against Tony Khan. You people are fucking fake. You're fucking fake. You're all fucking fake. A lot of fakeness in this fucking community, dude. But back to JD. You really think you're something big around here, huh? You really think you could just say and do whatever you want without consequence, huh? World doesn't work like that, buddy. But you want to sit here and call AEW fans dumb? You want to sit here and talk shit to the fucking owner? You want to sit here and call out fucking wrestlers, pick fights with wrestlers on social media? You're a fucking piece of shit, dude. It's as simple as that. All because what? All because your ass hurt over something that happened 2 years ago. How fucking petty and childish can you be? Like, seriously. I told you this before. If you don't like AEW, you don't like the state that AEW's in, stop fucking watching it. Stop covering it. Do the same thing you did with TNA. You did the exact same thing with TNA, Impact Wrestling. Why don't you do the same thing with AEW? It's obvious you're a big-ass fucking Triple H dick-sucking WWE supporter. Go fucking do that. Go fucking cover their shit. And leave the AEW coverage to the real fucking fans of it, like myself and like others. I told you this once before. I'm going to tell you here again. But in all honesty, and I'll say this, in all honesty, I really wish, and this is more of an indictment on AEW themselves, I really wish that people would stop giving people like this attention. I really wish that Tony Khan and Dax Harwood and all these other AEW talents, anybody that works for AEW, I really wish they would stop giving people like this fucking attention. Stop giving them publicity. Stop feeding into the negativity. Stop feeding into it. Because you see what the fuck they're doing. All they're doing is fucking use it. These people are just sad, miserable sacks of shit who sit online all fucking day and they're just fucking clout chasing. What's that phrase that people are using now when it comes to that? What is it? Engagement farming. They're fucking engagement farming. That's all they're doing. They sit on fucking social media 24/7 and talk shit about a promotion that they supposedly don't like and don't watch. Because they want so bad to get that fucking clout. They want so bad to get that fucking attention. Because they don't get it in their regular lives. They don't get it in their real lives, so they go on social media and try and do it. And do it at a fucking wrestling promotion's expense. And do it at these talents, do it at these wrestlers' expense. And it's fucking pathetic. And I really wish that Tony Khan and these AEW wrestlers and these talents would stop giving these motherfuckers publicity. Stop responding to them. Ignore them. What's the old saying? Don't feed the trolls? Same logic applies here. Stop feeding into this shit. Stop feeding into the negativity. And that goes for fucking Eric Bischoff. That goes for fucking Jim Cornette. That goes for fucking Glenn Gilberti. And any of these other cocksuckers who do podcasts. Stop feeding into it. Because they're all the fucking exact same. And JD is no exception. I've gone so far as to coin him Vince Russo Jr. because that's pretty much what he is. And ironically enough, this guy actually did a podcast with Vince Russo not too long ago. So, to kind of close out here, JD, you could quite frankly go screw yourself. You could take your opinions and stick them up your ass. And that is my subjective opinion on that. If you don't like us, if you don't like the AEW fan base, if you don't like the promotion, if you don't like the product, if you're disinterested or what the fuck ever with the on-screen product, stop covering it. Go do something else. Go exclusively cover WWE or whatever the fuck it is you're going to do. Because every time I listen to you talk about AEW, every time I listen to this guy bitch about everything AEW does, I just want to fucking rip my fucking ears out. Because all the dude does is bitch about everything AEW does. That's all he does. That's all he does. Like this past week, for example. Oh my God, Dynamite. Oh my God, it was a bad follow-up. Oh my God, did they do anything on Dynamite? Dude, it's been one fucking week since WrestleDream. In regards to the main event segment, in regards to the whole Jon Moxley thing in the new Blackpool Combat Club. You expect fucking AEW to blow their load all in one fucking week? You expect a big payoff in one fucking week? Like, you should have been watching wrestling long enough to know that it's going to be a slow build. There's going to be a slow build. They're not going to do everything in one fucking... They're not going to reveal everything in one fucking week, you idiot. How about you try and be fucking patient? Jesus Christ almighty, man. You sat there... Fans, fucking wrestling fans have sat there and they have eaten shit for so long with WWE. And now you've got a new face, you got a new promotion in AEW, and just because they do one or two things you don't like, you fucking turn on them. Makes no fucking sense to me. You sat there and had shit shoveled in your mouth for all these years with WWE. Now we got a new promotion in AEW, and oh, they did this. Oh, I don't like this. Now you're fucking turning just like that. People are fake, dude. You people are phony. Just fickle ass, fake ass fucking wrestling fans, dude. They honestly are. And JD is no exception. And JD, you got a lot of fucking nerve for sitting there calling another person stupid for wanting to support AEW. And then you try and give Tony Khan fucking flack for calling you out on it. And he was right to call you out on it. Because you need to be put in your place. Just like I'm putting you in your place in this video. And I dare you to fucking respond to this. I dare you. I know you're not going to because you know what's going to happen if you do. I'm going to humble you. But... yeah, so that's pretty much all I got to say on that, man. JD, you don't like AEW, you don't like the product, stop watching it. Simple as that. It's not hard. Stop covering it. It's not hard. Go fucking be on WWE and Triple H's dick for all we care. Because we don't need people like you. We don't need this fucking negative bullshit from people like you. It's as simple as that. That's not what the product needs. So, that's pretty much all I got to say for that. So, thank you for watching this video. Till next time, Wrestling Taco, I'm out. See you guys later. Fuck the haters. I'm out. Peace.